Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the annual J-Book Movies Event Tume 2026 live. Dun 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 dun. Here to give you the greatest big announcements for the past decade and what was going on, and some upcoming exciting announcements for the future of J-Book Movies. And to start things all off and to host it all, we have once again Sargent. Hello everyone. Hey! Who's ready to get J-Book? Thank you all so much for coming. Yes everyone, welcome back to the J-Book Movies Event Tume. New year, new announcements. Now as this year is starting to be big, we already went over what was going to be happening for, well, going on this year's Tume, because we're already in the year for all these other announcements that we went over the last years. Why not just go ahead and just go over what's coming for the 2027, the 2028, and towards the 2029, so we can make things more exciting and let more time be last. So let's go ahead and start with, of course, the upcoming movies, huh? Let's start off with the movies you've all been waiting for. First of all, we're just gonna start off with the step by step. We're gonna go over them one after one, date by date, to make them more exciting in order. Starting off, beginning of 2027, we have the return of Kimi Hans, her beautiful pretty self, for The Beautifulest Girl in the Park 2. Set to hit theaters January 3rd, 2027. Whoa! Beautiful Kimi Hans is back in action, and she's putting a style among the style to give us all the beautifulest return she's been waiting for. And this one sets the part when there's another girl that's other beautiful than her, and she must realize that Garda must take the realize, but is she still beautiful, or is she less beautiful than her new rival? And to talk more about it, we have Kimi right now.
Hello everyone at J-Book Movies Event Tume. Sargent, thanks for having me.
Kimi, it's good to have you here, girl. Let's talk some exciting news about your beautiful self.
Thank you.
I just gotta say, you're looking dazzling than you were before.
Sargent, you're sweet for that. So good to be here with all of you guys.
Hey, you want to tell everyone out there about your new movie?
I sure am. I loved making the first movie, and I cannot wait to be part of the second one with all of you.
So, why don't you give us a little indoor scoop on what the sequel's going to be about?
Well, of course, what Sargent said, like Sargent said, I'm going to be going against a new rival.
Whoa, new rival?
Yeah, it turns out someone thinks they're more prettier than I am.
But will they be more prettier than you to take the stand?
Only one way to find out. It's competition girl against competition girl. You'll have to wait and hear more of the fun.
Well, we're all looking forward. Thank you, Kimi. This is really bringing more excitement for all of us.
Thank you, Sargent, and thank you all so much. I'll see you at the movies. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Kimi. We have another original film coming right after The Beautifulest Girl in the Park. Later on in 2027, we have Night Clang. Set to release January 7th, 2027, as this one is the story about one knight who takes home the gold. It's about knights in shining denim of armor, about knights taking over princesses and a king. It's gonna be like a royally story, and it's gonna be so thrilled for you all to check it out. It's gonna be one epic event for the big screen and at home. You guys will not want to miss something this epic with fire flaming dragons. And you know what? Let me hear more. Nady Tonsil will take the stand today to talk about his character, Maxwell. Hello, J-Book Movies Event Tume. Thanks for having me. Nady, you're playing one handsome, well, let's just say handsome and yet fearless training knight, am I right? That's right, Sergeant. In this film, I do play one knight who's training to save a princess and protect a kingdom with all, and that is protected. Hey, and I'm sure lots of people are going to be in for something royally. It's royally action. It's like anything you would see in any kingdom and royally film. It's just me trying to become the one knight to protect everyone else. I brave my Sierra and I brave my night run, and I must train, and I must work hard until I'm ready to kick the dragon's butt as far away as I can. Well, hey, it's very awesome to see you back on here, doing some awesome performance, and this might be one of your newest roles yet. Yes, like I know I've done 5 movies so far, and I'm ready for the next one. So this will be your 6th one, right? This will be my 6th one. I'm very excited for all of you guys to see it. Take me down being a night dragon. Maxo, everyone, Maxo and Night Cling. See you at the movies and enjoy the show. Surprising royal, am I right? Of course, as you all have heard earlier from this year, there was like a 1 year from today look of it. We are working on a film called Olive. Set to hit February 7th of 2027. Set to hit one girl who's trying to protect and avenge her mother after they was hijacked. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be some serious slapstick fun. Trust me, you guys are not ready for this. Be ready. Then we're also working on Dragon Life. Wow. If you thought Night Cling was also royally, Dragon Life almost takes about us in the same universe as this movie, set to hit February 8th as it takes down one dragon. It's a dragon movie. Oh, flaming embroils. Yes, thank you. Now that we went over January and February, let's get on to March. The one guy who was bamming and slamming all over is clinging back to your screens. The Clanger 2. Wah! Excited, huh? March 6, 2027, the return of Clump Clumber and his role of the Clanger, all back into it as they get ready for more clanging justice. Whoa! Everyone's favorite Mega and Handle returns for his 4th adventure. Wow, baby! Mega Handle 4, baby. April 5th, 2027. Yes! In honor of his 5th anniversary, which was days ago. Thank you all so much for 5 years of Mega and Handle with Clump in his big adventure. In order to celebrate his 5th anniversary, we are joining in again with Clump Clumber, teaming up as the Mega and Handle himself for his 4th installment. And to kick it all off with these 2 blockbuster hits of the spring, we got the main guy himself. Hello, J-Book Movies. Wow! Who's ready to get clanging? And Mega Handle at the same time. Wow! I gotta say, Clumber, this is going to be your year. 2027 is my year, Sergeant, my year. I never thought that I'd get to be in so many good action stars. You know me well for being in Jay's room as the main guy himself. Hey, you are a backup, your best friend. That's right. And I thank you all so much for 5 years of Mega Handle. Like, I know we're also talking about me for the Clanger right now, but right now, we're just gonna worry about me being in Mega Handle. Let me just say, it's been a great opportunity. 5 years of getting to know myself in the Mega Handle. Like, I just never thought I would be kidnapped to know that my world, my life would be in trouble if I don't gear myself up about it, which is the reason why I get kidnapped underground by the secret agent boss as he teams me up with Gracie, my partner, Brianna, as we get ready to slag down and defend my life with all eternity. Hey, that was an epic story. You've already done 3 movies so far. 3 movies. I can't wait for my next one as it sets the fact about me going back into my world where I came from in the first place. The city I lived and grew up in, we go back there, and it's my choice if I'm gonna save my own town or save my own justice of Handle. Hey, that's gonna be some tough challenging. It is. Yes, it's going to be an epic adventure. Hey, I just want to thank all of everyone out there for just 5 years of getting to be in the star. Like, I could just cry because, oh, it's okay, buddy. We get it. We get it. This is a huge opportunity for you. It's like a dream. It's like a dream come true, Sergeant. 5 years, wow. And then when we talk about the Clanger, it's just me going back, bamming and slamming on people. I get to be the monster villain again. Against Hots, right? Against Hots and Gracie. Wow! The main cast has been revealed about Hots, Gracie, Dolphin, Donut, and the rest of the gang will be returning back their roles as Hots and Gracie, as themselves. We can't wait. I can't wait for you all to see the return of me for big blockbuster hits of the spring of 2027. Like, it's going to be a so fun hit, and you guys won't be disappointed. You will have a fun time, trust me. See you all in the theater and on Facebook.com. See you all. Thank you. I love you all so much. Thank you, Clump. Wow! Surprising news, everybody. Surprising news that our main man, Clumper, is coming back for the star of action. Now, we got more original films. We have a new rated W film called Can You Hide, set to hit April 16th of 2027 on a Friday, as it sets the fact about one guy trying to hide from his own weakness. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Hiding away from his own weakness and trying to defend his own self from hiding. We're also returning back for the slithery worm for Hubra 5. Why? Hubra has just continued his life, but I'm gonna tell you guys that the fourth movie, which is coming out next month, there's a reason why we're doing a fifth movie, for a reason, because we're gonna explore more of Hubra and the outside. I'm not gonna say anything now. All I'm gonna say to you guys is be ready. You won't be ready for this next surprising thing that's gonna happen, which is gonna lead up for more Hubra in the future. May 8th of 2027, be ready for the return of our classic worm. We'll go over more of that later this year, as well as Hubra's 5th anniversary, which is also in May, and we'll have Kangren and Puffer here to take the stand from here for the big announcements for Hubra 5. Wow! Thank you guys so much. As we're also ready for the surprising news, we're going to be having another monstrous movie, which is going to take place in the same universe as Hubra. Ooh, Zondo! Set to hit May 15th of 2027, and this time, instead of a big worm, we got a big termite. Oh, that's right. Ever seen a monstrous termite? Termites look pretty scary enough as they are, right? And here's your first look at the monster himself. Pretty terrifying, am I right? This is Zondo, everyone, the big termite creature set to invade your screens of the Memorial Day weekend of 2027. Some termite can be as much scary as you thought they would, but he grows up to be a fearsome predator. Be ready. A JoJo Mo has not been seen for the goodest amount of years. Yeah, already set to return for the Loads in the Loads Part 3, which is set to come out later this June, and the return of Pure and the entire friend group of sidekick hero friends of him. And the Hero in Us 5, what? The Hero in Us is back, baby. We're back. We are so back. The Hero in Us 5, May 18th, 2027. Wow! The return of Pure and the Loads and his other sidekick friends are set to come on back for the hero-ness and fighting crime. Wow! So glad to you all to see them back in the third movie of the Loads and seeing them all back together again in one whole movie for the 5th installment of Pure. Can't wait to see you all there. A JoJo Mo is back, baby. Wow! Please enjoy the Loads Part 3 later this summer. We also have a new original called Private Jet, a story about a guy who buys one affordable, expensive jet and flies it throughout for a big vacation, but things get a little bit dandy off alone as there is, so it's a fly and truth. Set to come out June 20th of 2027. Then we also have a new out of this space sky adventure, Space Trip, an astronaut film set to come out July 14th of 2027. Wow! About astronauts and space-time continuum trips. Woohoo! Can't wait for you all to see that. We have a new original, Smoke Top, set to come out February 5th. We have a Halloween movie called Pumpkin. Wow, about a talking pumpkin during Halloween. How scary can a pumpkin be on a Halloween night? October 22nd, 2027. Everyone's favorite bullhorned hero of Driller size, Monster Mayhem is back with Driller's Promise. Wow! October 25th, 2027, the return of Driller back in his own slender thrilling driller serial killer vibes of ever as he teased in the last post-credit of Driller Strength. He made a promise that he will be back. That's a promise. The one promise that he will keep has been turned into another installment for October 25th of 2027. Be there for the thrill of drill. And that's all for 2027. At least there's more films coming on the way for 2027 that is yet to be revealed later on as the years keep going. Let's get on to 2028, shall we? Oh! A new original movie called Wrong House, said to be a movie about a guy who has his house, but it's the wrong house. Like, where's his real house? January 8th of 2028. A big canine movie, Tough Boy, March 11th, 2028. About a canine dog who's be a tough boy and a good boy. His third anniversary was a great way of celebrating for that sequel that came out already later, first beginning of last month. We have the tasing up the sky. Can you guess? Yeah, you already guessed it. Laser Lung 3. Wow! Laser Lung Slaker is back. March 13th, 2028. Set to be the continuing journey of Slakin as he get ready to tase up the sky yet again for the third installment. See you all there. Wow! Another original, Former Warmer Family, April 16th, 2028. Of course, when Zondo comes out, we'll be ready for the next installment for a sequel. A 1 year gap. 1 year gap, June 13th, 2028. We also have an original film called Pothole. Oh, gonna be about street potholes and getting dents from your tires, huh? May 13th? Oh, no, May 11th of 2028. Wow. Can you guys guess this next one? It's the Zombie Fever. Wow! Zimoid the Zombie 3. Once the sequel comes out after this year, there will be a 2-year gap for after the third sequel for the third movie, June 22nd, 2028. A great way to celebrate his 5th anniversary. Oh, yes! The 5th anniversary of Zimoid will be a great way to celebrate for the third movie, around perfect timing. A new original called Mikasa. It's Sukasa. July 13th, 2028. This one is set to be a nice Sukasta for Mikasa. And that's pretty much it for J-Book Movies for their own slideshow. Now, who's ready to get into the show category? Wow! Jay's Casting Comedy. The one studio that makes the goodest amount of sitcoms and animated sitcoms for a family all over. Wow! Of course, we have the 2027 show with Picky Picks. Wow! Set to come out February 21st of 2027. A show about being picky for something wrong. Each episode will take place about which is picky and which is serving. Wow! Also, we have Soban, July 16th, 2027. Whoa! Big action star right on your tail for a Sobanio. The 2028 show comes to be Johnson Max. Wow! TBA to be announced sooner in 2028. Then we have a newer animated show called Bunny Noop. Said to be a bunny rabbit show early 2028. So expected around early 2028. Wow! So that was all from Jay's Casting Comedy for right now. And there's more announcements for shows that we already went on this year. Keep an eye on those. Now, here's something you guys are going to be waiting for. Who's ready for the Jay's Casting Comedy movies? Wow! Yes, time for the Jay's Casting Comedy movies, baby. You think Jay's Casting Comedy is known for shows? No, they're not anymore. Not anymore, they're not. They're known for making shows and movies. Woohoo! Of course, as you all have heard, Omiha's back for a second movie. Last year, the Omiha movie broke grounds of records in the box office for good views. You guys supported this science girl, and she is ready for the next step in her science, set to come out February 2nd of 2027, as Omiha shines the big screen and Facebook once again for some science activities. Back to the Science Museum with a new client. Yes. Can't wait to see our science girl back in another big screen 1 hour adventure. And for the 2028 slide, we will be having some more yo fun with the Fias Movie 3. Yes, let's go! Freaking go! January 17th, 2028. Great way of celebrating the 5th anniversary of the original Fias movie. Wow! Yes. The movie is still in early development, and production and story wraps are yet to be announced. Then, after the Fias movie, everyone's favorite donut munching fat boy of Ruggy's best friend, Baru. Hey! Baru will be getting his own spin-off movie May 21st, 2028. Yes! Epic universe for 5th anniversary of the Fias, with the Fias Movie 3 and Baru set to come right at your screens. Whoa! Is this casting comedy getting more better or what? Yes! Now, who's ready to get into Tiver Studios? That's right, yeah! Chico and Friends creator, that's right. Tiver Studios has been giving us the bizarre, lovable films that we all know and love, from Chico and Friends, The Meerkat Day, Lakey's Hair, and The Pure Peoples, and Team Gruff and Coleman the Winger. Already set to have a big schedule for the opening schedule. You've already announced the 2026 films, starting off with The Red Apple, which came out earlier this year. Thank you all so much for that. Leading off to the end of the year with Dinosaur in the Van. Wow! Thank you all so much. Let's go on to the 2020 slate, huh? Here you have it. Tiver. Wow! Of course, we all announced earlier this year that, it was 1 year from today. We have a new original live action CGI. That's right. Whoa! Cabby the Capybara, set to come out winter 2027. Wow! And this one will be about a capybara who wants to be a talented little rodent creature with the help of a human boy, as it's set to be Tiver's first live-action CGI form. Yeah, they was known for making paper-mated and animation. Now we're getting into the live-action front. First time, actually, yeah. Trust me, you guys will be enjoying this family wacky comedy. The return of Dawn, the meerkat, and his animal friends in the Meerkat Day 4. Wow! March 14th, 2027, the return of Dawn the meerkat and his friends as they help a poor little fox get back to his national habitat. And along the way, the animals learn about what's important about animal life in a habitat. Whoa, yeah, I'm getting into Dawn's meerkat story a little more. A new original film called Leggy Leglats, wow, which we've announced years ago, set to take place of a world of people with long legs. We love our legs. Wow! How long can our legs get? Brace yourselves. Our Purific friends are back in another adventure in the Pure People's 4. Wow! I knew you guys would scream loud for that, huh? May 3rd, 2027, Chad, Lena, and Alias are back with Steve, Olmo, and Beanie the human girl, and Scruffy the little boy are all set to return in a new village adventure where it's all about who gets to be the leader of Pure People Village, who gets to be more perfect. We can't wait to see you all back with the return of our Purific friends, as it's set to be Tiver's highest film. Last year, The Pure People's 3 has grossed 1K views as the highest grossing, biggest film in J-Book Movies history, as well as Tiver themselves. Yes. Huge summer blockbuster over the weekend, and we thank you all so much for that. So we never want to let go of the Pure Peoples just yet for another 4th installment. Our boredom-friendly morning day kid, Chico, will be finally back in the 7th movie! Wow! June 4th, 2027. Chico and his friends are back, everyone. Chico, the 4 kids, and the Eagles are ready to get back into the carrot-munching fun as we are set to hit the return of Chico. As this year marks the 5th anniversary of Chico and Friends, we decided to have Teagle's Future Teague, which is coming in June later this year, June 5th. That's set to be a good celebration for 5 years of friendliness with Chico. 5 years of Morning Day. Wow! Yes! And to talk more about it, we have the Morning Day kid himself. Morning Day! Hello out there, everyone. Thank you so much for having me at the J-Book Movies event, too. Thank you, Sergeant. Anytime, Chico, my boy. Congratulations on 5 years of Morning Day. Oh, you're so kind to say that. I just want to thank you all so much. It's been a complete honor how it was for 5 years of my first appearance as Tiver Studios' first paper-mated film ever.
Of course, my buddies, the Teals, will be having a third movie to celebrate, and of course, you won't be able to see me into a whole nother year with my 7th movie, and this one, I will be having a pet jaguar, the return of animals. Oh, yes, and he will be a villain. Oh, hear that, everyone? The return of talking villain animals. Yep, started off with Rabbit. She was a rabbit villain, and then Arnie, the tiny small elephant. He was a villain out of nowhere, and then we decided, you know what? In honor of the 5th anniversary of Chanko and Friends 2, which is June 1st of next year, we decided, why not be a good idea to celebrate as well as bringing back old villains, but let them be animals. Ah, that makes sense, Chanko. I mean, Rabbit and Arnie were the first non-human villains for ever you to be bullied on. I know, Sergeant, in my universe, it's all about talking animals, and I can handle that, which is why we're bringing that back for the 7th movie. Can't wait to see you all there. Thank you guys so much again for 5 years of Morning Day.
Thank you, little buddy.
Thanks for coming. Anytime. Morning Day, everyone. Peace. A genuine surprise from our little boredom kid. Be sure to see them all back together, not just in Teagles and the 4 kids too, which is later this November, but in Chanko and Friends 7 of them all together. Wow! Thank you all so much, everyone. Kicking things off with Tiver in 2027, we have Coleman the Winger 3. Wow! Yes! You just thought that Coleman's story would be only 2 movies? No! As Coleman the Winger 2 is set to come out next month, we have the 3rd movie set to come out June 10th of 2027. Oh yeah, a 1-year gap. Good to see you all back into the Winger action of Flying for Justice yet again. Plot details are still under wraps, but we promise more will come into the story as it gets nearer for its 3rd act later this year, so stay tuned for that. Of course, as we all announced, the return of the singing, talking, drinking Cubs 2, July 1st of 2027. Wow! As it's set to take place of the events after the first movie, 5 years, a great way to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the first Cubs, as they will be going against bottles. Yes, drinking bottles. You have drinking cups, drinking bottles. What would you go for? Another musical adventure with Perps, Straubs, and the whole other cup drinking gang. Wow, get ready to sing along with your whole family. We get back into the action. Get ready for the next surprising part. 2 years ago, a great original Tiver film about monkeys finding a house has been coming up. Wow, yep, you already know. Monkey's House 2. Wow! July 10th of 2027. This one will be the taking place of Undo helping a new monkey find him a house after he just got evicted from his out of nowhere. Another comedy about monkeys right in your face. An original 3 Little Piggies, which we just teased earlier this year. Yes! September 1st of 2027. Here's the first look at our little piggies. Look at how cute they are. Set to take place about the origin story of how 3 little pigs trying to build their own house. You guys know the fairy tale of 3 Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. It will be that, but in a Tiver version. Wow! So stay tuned to see all about the piggy action. Our green hair boy, Lakey, is back in a 4th movie. Yes! Lakey's Hair 4, October 8th, Friday, 2027. I will be back voicing Broen. I will be back voicing my character, Broen, back into the action of cutting and braiding. Braiding and cutting. The barber shop of Lakey's is back open again with a 4th installment. Plot details are under wrap, but more in the story as it develops. Yeah! In honor of 5 years of their own movie, the carrot munching Teagles will have a 4th movie. Yeah, what? You didn't know that? I know. Teagles 4. Once Future Tease comes out, they will be back in a 4th movie, which is a 1-year gap. Isn't that crazy? The Chanko and Friends madness just doesn't stop, does it? It's Tiver Studios and J-Book Movies' highest franchise. Why not stop it a little while longer? November 2nd of 2027. We are working on a new original, which we just announced last year. Alpaca Angie, set to be about an alpaca llama wanting to sell her wool because it's more edible and valuable. November 13th, 2027. The Unions 2. Oops, that was a little earlier to be announced. Well, we are having that karate movie from Tiver called The Unions. They will be in a sequel, but until then, don't even worry about this. Don't even worry about it coming out November 9th of 2027 of next year for there being a sequel. Enjoy the first movie first. And that's it for the 2027 schedule of Tiver. Now, who is ready to get into the 2028? Yes! Yes! All right then. You guys ready to get into the 2028 schedule for Tiver? Yes! Alrighty then. You guys have been wanting to see more of this boy for quite some time now, and I gotta admit, it's been one of the movies that have been wanting a good more of. They wanted more of this character. They love his song already, and they really love his big fat friend, and they want to see more of his journey. And you know what? Tiver was quite skeptical about trying to do it, but they're finally ready. They're decided that they're ready to, because after looking back at it, this deserves another adventure for this boy. Dun 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 dun. Billard boom. Billard boom. Ah! Billard is coming back, everyone. Billard 2. Wow! February 11th, 2028. And this one is set to be about Billard having his challenges in school. Wow! Where he'll be able to make even more friends. Yes! Billard Boom is coming back to your faces for his challenges on beating more friends after meeting Dula and her gang. They are coming back for more. Wow! Get ready to see our little purple boy back in style. Early this year, one special green person has made over 1,000 views already, and that was extremely so fast, even for a film that just came out in 2026. And Tiver Studios and J-Book Movies are yet again bringing him back for another spin-off of his own. Get ready for the return of everyone's favorite Pure Fix boy, MVP of the Pure Peoples. Some yes! I'm crying, pink. I feel you guys. Alias 2, everyone, will be coming out February 18th of 2028. Alias is back in his own spin-off, baby, and Chad, Lena, and Lena again are once again being his friendship guys again, and Jiggetti is going to be joining as she is Alias's new crush. Whoa! Yeah, big 2 announcements, huh? You guys aren't even ready for these ones. You guys are just crying. I see you guys crying. I see you guys crying for these announcements. You guys been ready, huh? Ah, you guys wanted them, and we're giving them to you. And J-Book Movies and Tiver are ready to see how these two do. But don't think we're just only going to be mentioning about Billard and Alias. Those aren't the only guys you should be worrying about. No. Billard and Alias are not the only guys you should be excited for. You should also be excited for the other good excitements for Tiver. Dun 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 dun. Yes, Pink! Baby, give it to me now! You guys are killing me! So far, is this starting to be the biggest year for the goodest announcements, or what? Let's do some Gruffin as Team Gruff 3 shines your screens for some Gruffin action March 20th of 2028. And it's going to take place with Gruff's son. He was teased at the end of the movie, and he will be the new villain for the Gruffs to go against. Wow! Get ready to Gruff back into your seats. Last year, we did announce another film being an original called Zombie Army. April 7th, 2028, and it's said to be a movie about an army of zombies who takes on a zombie apocalypse. Chico and Friends, after Chico and Friends 7, an 8 movie is in development. What? You didn't see that coming, huh? June 8th of 2028, as well as Coleman the Winger 4. What? June 10th of 2028. Tell me, I feel like 2028's release calendar is starting to be your favorite announcements, huh? Yes. So that was the 2028 lineup for Tiver. Wait, not all. Emu 2! June 18th, we have a new original film from Tiver called Emu. It's going to be about an emu bird, and a sequel will be in development too. Uh-oh, you guys ready for this one? Last year, one boxer has made progress for everyone, and championship boxing has been famous once again as The boxer, yeah, the fighter. Yeah! Bam Slam 2! July 11th, 2028. Yes! Bam Slam is back with his little friends Brody and Kelsey as they get ready for the next championship boxing and Bam Slam's chapter story. They will be boxing and punching once again for the action. Oh, can't wait to see you all there. The boy who wouldn't leave out of that room is coming back for a third movie too. The boy who wouldn't leave his room too, July 20th of 2028. Once the sequel comes out, Kratos is shining back into out of this room. It's gonna be so good in honor of celebrating 5 years of being in your room. An original film called Brown Bear's Cave. Yes, yes! August 8th of 2028. In honor of celebrating their perfect screen time for their sequel that's coming out November 8th of this year, we have The Four Kids 3. Oh my gosh, yes! November 12th of 2028, Ely, Aldi, and Lermeyer and Levin are coming back for a third movie once the sequel comes out, so be ready for that. Yes! An original film called Jimmy Jim, December 18th of 2028. Yes! So that was the release calendar of Tiver, starting off with Biller 2, Alias 2, Team Gruff 3, Zombie Army, and Chanko and Friends 8, leading up for these films and these films. Wow! And while there's more films to be announced, we'll wait a couple of other moments of the months to go over them. But right now, thank you guys so much for enjoying the announcements from Tiver. Yes! Please be ready for all these projects that is sure to make some kids and adults cry of happiness. Yeah! Thank you guys so much for Tiver. Now it's time to get to J-Terb. Wow! J-Terb, the studio of Burlo the Moose, Dana Manny, Mullen the Owl, and the Roji, and Zidme are set to have a good schedule for their moment too. Starting off with J-Terms of 2027, Dana Manny, you heard me, Dana Manny 5? I know, we thought it was over too. Apparently, J-Terb has another idea to bring back Calm, Jinkly, and Tally, and the Dearlings with their ooka-dooka-ness for a fifth adventure, April 24th of 2027. Everyone's favorite lovable Blue Moose is back. Whoa, everybody, yeah! Burlo the Moose 7. Burlo, Mel, and Mindy and the gang are back in a May 22nd, 2027 release date. Perfect enough for the Memorial Day weekend. Yes! Earlier this year, we announced a special original from J-Terb coming in August of this year, Planet Zoomers. Well, after that film comes out, they'll have a sequel set for August 9th, 2027. Yes! An original film called Teeny Schoolers, October 16th, 2027, set to be about a group of preschoolers wanting to live the life in school. Tiger Bell, an original film, November 25th? No, 23rd of 2027. November 23rd, 2027. As it's about a tiger who's founded by a boy running from a tiger hunter and being a lovable pet for a fearsome cat. You've seen none of those types of movies, but this one will not disappoint. An original called Assassins, an Assassian movie from J-Terb, December 11th, 2027. Said to be taking the place of an assassin movie already in the nice Gilbury part. Please be ready for some action from J-Terb in 2027. And now for their 2028 schedule. Here's a J-Terb's 2028 schedule. Do you guys remember the little animals from Burlo and Moose and Friends? Rubber, Mooey, and Lance? The fox, the cow, the bird? Well, they're gonna have their own spin-off movie. Whoa! I know, right? Interesting. July 20th of 2028. He's mysterious, and he's all pink. The Mysterious Rockley 2. Yeah! I love that movie. I know. It was pretty lovable when it released last year. Set to hit theaters September 16th of 2028. A nice 3-year gap, am I right? Yeah! Set to return the return of Mysterious Rockley, get ready to unlock his mystery from his little 3 kid friends once again. An original film called Sakota, set to hit theaters February 21st of 2028. Yeah! Get ready for some Ooka Dooka and their little egg roll fun. The Dearlings, yeah! They're back, baby! They're back! Dearlings 2, November 14th of 2028. Yes! And that was the lineup for 2027 and 2028 of J-Term. Please be ready for all of them. Well, everyone, I must say, but sadly, that was all. That's the show. Yeah! Sorry. Thank you all so much for coming to the J-Book Movies Event 2026. Yeah! Big announcements was coming at you, and you guys were so happy to see them all. Please be ready for the future of J-Book Movies, of entertainment industries, right in your face. Yes! Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the announcements. Please let us know, what stuff are you excited to see? Thank you all so much for coming, and Sergeant out. I'll see you all in my projects. Yeah!